Hi, welcome to Star Trek Fleet Command. This is Starquip on server 191, Bloodwine. Okay guys, been working hard for the last few days, especially hard since the game has been freezing on me a lot. It's basically from 6 p.m. Australia Sydney time to about 11:30ish, nearly 12. I can barely play the game, if I can even log in. Um, The funny thing is, it's not my internet provider because my nephew can still log in. I can't. Um, he's playing on an older iPad. I'm playing on the latest iPad. Um, don't know if it's software related or what, but yeah, it's caused me to have a lot of dramas being able to play the game properly. But basically, I should probably start going to bed at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. and getting up after midnight, because I can't play the game, because then I go to bed around about 3 a.m. and get about 5 hours sleep, or less than 5 hours, because I could be up at 7:30 to be able to check what the next events and stuff are going to be. So yeah, not getting much sleep at the moment due to the game, and not being able to play the game at the moment when it's a good time for me to play the game, because it is getting laggy, very laggy. It actually got laggy around, started noticing it around just after daily started yesterday, about 2 p.m. Then it seemed to get good again, and then 6 o'clock came and it just basically died in the arse. And I wasn't able to even log in. And when I did log in, I could hit one ship and then it would just stop. I couldn't even send my ships back from mining. Yeah, it's getting to be a bit of a joke. Last 3 days, this has been unbearable to play the game. Now, there's multiple reasons it could be doing it, especially since if you can have noticed, I've locked Feds, just finished locking Feds. I've got my Klingons. I've actually gone backwards since I last made a video by about 42 million. To get Feds to 10 million, it's cost me over 42 million in Klingon faction. But now I could go back and work on the Klingons, and I'll still be locked with my Feds, so it's okay, that's not a problem. And what was there really once we got all the way up there anyway? Nothing much, apart from that extra ship. But I'd been meaning to fix my Feds, and I thought that was the best time to do it. Especially with faction rep being on. I think it sort of helped. I had to lose a bit in the Klingons anyway. Okay, so yep, and you can see that my ROMs are over. So you can see that I've been hitting a lot of Klingons because it's helped me ROMs, but yeah, nowhere near getting to the next ship here. I've got 17. Augment, well, that doesn't go up. I got told probably 12 months ago that if I ever made the points go above the 1 million, that all those points that I've accumulated over that time would go towards, and I would jump. But we'll see what happens if I ever fix that. But this got it locked at that 1 million, and you can't go any further. Yeah, we just did officer, what do you call it? Officer hunt, where you have to get the point officer, as many officers you open up, the points you got towards getting parts for your ships. So as you can see, I've definitely claimed all them. Still don't know exactly what augment faction icon is. Don't know if it's worth saving for, because I suppose I'll probably have to go on Discord and have a look. There might be something written there. Or contact Revel. No, no one shall. One of those guys will know. Scopely just don't like giving out information. I do have an idea I want to make a video about, but not at the moment. I've been trying to get this done. I recorded hours and hours of recordings yesterday, but most of it is just me rebooting the game, trying to get back in. Um, I have probably about 5 hours of that, me trying to get into the game. I decided not to use it just because it's so many hours of it. Um, and I thought, what do you want to really sit there and watch me trying to log into the game? It was just, yeah. Because when I'd finally get in, I'd hit one chip and then couldn't do anything else. So, yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I got here this morning a little bit quicker than I thought I would. I don't know what else to show you at the moment. Because that's all I've been doing for about 3 days is trying to get me feds up. I reckon I could have done it in probably about 30 hours if I wasn't having so many issues. Been working on, so as you can see, I haven't done my rumblums or my feds today. I've obviously done my Klingon. Got to do this faction data mining. It just drives me nuts where you got to sit there and move your ship every 8 seconds. It just gives me a headache. Because it means you can't do anything. So you might as well take all my ships there and might have more mining to get it over and done with as quick as possible. Which means to me, it's a waste of time, resources. No wonder why they need to put so many mines there, because you've got to bring so many ships to get it done so quick. It causes other issues than solves issues to me. Yeah. So I've completed all the mud events. I still have, I'm pretty sure, about 2 more to go here. Yeah, 2 more. But I've noticed they've made the gap bigger between them. So where it took us for the first 7 days, it took us seven tiers, or whatever you want to call them. It took us 7 days. Then this last one took me 3 days to get to open it. As you can see, the only pack I brought was the Elite pack, so I could get these extra things down the bottom, which for me were very handy because I love my pastel, and I can't wait to get this one, because I think I worked out there's over 1 billion there for me, which will definitely get me, if you noticed, I've got 4 billion up there in pastel, which will be, I'll be able to get this done by the time the event finishes, which is what I've been hanging out for. And then we're just going to go and do this one and the other one, which is 2 levels I've got to do on that, and 2 levels I have to do on this one. As you can see, I haven't really worried about E-Deck. It's just, I'm so busy trying to get A, B, C, D done that just to double check it. Yeah, A, B, C, D done, that I'm not worrying about E at the moment. It's only a mining ship that sits on there anyway, so it's not, if it gets hit, the repair costs aren't as bad. Where that's why if you always notice my A ship, my main ship, my main jelly, which is an expensive ship for me to repair, sits on the A deck because it's the highest upgraded, so it means it's a saving for me to my repairs. And then I normally put the G4 miner, especially since now that I've updated that deck, B deck. So sorry about that. Notifications. Yeah, so I normally put the G4 miner on the B deck. So one of the good things about getting that upgraded to level 43 too is going to be more savings in case it gets hit. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been really doing, is just doing the events and doing upgrades. Didn't do great in the domination events, really, because the rewards weren't really worth the effort I would have had to put into it. Like, I could have updated my defense platforms. As you can see, they could have been upgraded and I could have easily won. I had the resources there to do it, but that means it would have slowed me down in upgrading my base. And well, weighed up what you would have won to what I was going to cost me. I said it's not worth it. And that's what you got to look at some of these events. You got to look at what are you going to get out of the event, what you're going to spend to what you need to do, the way you want to play the game. And that's what I spend a lot of my time working out. What's worth me doing. Okay, so back to Klingons at the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure which way to go at the moment next. I'm only really just killing these just until it gets it all done for me. Until the ship dies, and then I'll send it back, and then I'll go kill the other two factions, so I can complete that for the day. But yeah, like I said, cursing the game being so unstable at the moment, but I'm assuming Scopely is working on it. I always find not long after, or pretty much straight after we get one of these major upgrades, that this is what happens. Okay, I can't remember where I was up to when the bloody heater came on. Yeah. It's winter here in Australia, and can be quite cold where I am. So the house has ducted heating. Okay, I'll just have a look at the gameplay. Why haven't I got that ship out doing something? It is somewhere. Where are we? Oh, that's what I was going to ask her to do. Want some crystal. But no, I've changed my mind. Let's go and mine. Go here. Go mine some gas. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I had to faction lock the feds, was because I was getting low on gas. So I've got to go and mine a lot of gas now. Whenever I can, I've got to mine gas. Silicon, I've got probably heaps and heaps in reserve. But I noticed when I was doing my upgrades to my ship lately, I'm starting to get extremely low on the gas side of it. So I think I'm going to be pretty much mining gas 24/7 now. Don't tell me the game's bugging out on me. Let's move this one. See, I don't mind when that happens, because that's simple to fix. When you can't, I'll probably put a couple of snippets in and show you what I'm talking about. Where I hit one ship, and then all of a sudden I can't even target lock a next ship. I can't. I've even tried going and clearing the cache part of it. I've tried rebooting the game, rebooting the whole iPad. I've even did an iPad update came out, and I thought, oh, might as well give that a go and see if that helps. Nah. But my nephew's still keeps powering along, so some of my assumptions are that because my account is level 43, it has to load a lot more into it than my nephew's 28. He's only 28, so he only has to load in less items. I've probably got too much items sitting in my item store. Well, look at how many chests I've got that I've got to open. 600. Let's have a little open and see what we've got. People make videos just on unboxing, don't they? Okay, barrel, 2 barrels, and a water. 3 waters. And 1 move tokens. That's one. And I'm really low on speed ups, so let's hope it gives me a lot of speed ups. Some more Klingon mining ships. A Romulan G4 miner. I've already got 2 of these things, so I don't need another one. Let's I'll read the other one. Okay, some more. No, it's not very good there. Burrell. Another Burrell. Come on. There we go. Another Burrell. I think I have a Burrell. Must check. I'm pretty sure I do. If I don't know the way this is going, I'm going to be able to build another one for free. I keep getting one every time I open them. An interceptor. Two more 50s to go. Another Burrell. I was two in that one. Okay, so got quite a lot of Burrells out of that. Another one. So obviously where I am, it's mining Klingons, you're getting a lot of Burrells out of it. Okay, so I was pretty sure I made a Burrell. I know I definitely made the Porcher. I must check see if I got a Burrell. I'd never got me D4. Probably should have got that. I already have a Sally, and it looks like I'm about to get another one. Don't have an Enterprise, but I can, now that I've locked my feds, I could probably think about making one. What have we got here? Romulans. I've already got two of those. Now that's something I would love. An auger. So yeah. But all those killing all those Klingons didn't actually get me any Klingon ones. So I've only got me 10 that I brought. Okay. So yeah, all those killing I've been doing for the last 3 days, we'll say. It's probably a little bit less. 2.5. Didn't really give me much out of it, did I? I'm very sure I got a Burrell. But like I said, soon I'll go and do Romulan, and then I'll do Feds. Get those two done, which is not going to get me this unlocked to the next one. So, what are we looking at? 6 more days to finish this, or 5.5 anyway. Unless the gap gets even bigger, they're allowing 14 days, so the gap could get bigger. The only thing I don't like about the missions that they bring out in these things is the rewards aren't really worth doing. The missions, you do them because you think, oh, you might get something good out of it, and I just wish I'd upgrade the rewards of the missions. Either make them tiered based or something, because you sort of think, why do I bother? I think you do them just for something to do, I think, sometimes. One of the things I've got a lot of things to do is I hadn't been doing I've got about 5 G4 deep space, 5 deep space missions that earn points for your feds, so I'll go and do them today. I had done a few and then realised, why am I doing them? Because it wasn't really doing much for my faction help. But now that I've got my faction lock, go and do them and see what I get out of them. I was sort of saving them to help me get here quick, but I ended up just killing ships all day. So probably go and do those today if I find time, if the game doesn't get all buggy on me again today. Last time I looked at the miner, it was still a few. It was actually young commons not a problem. It's the commons that are the problem at the moment. Low on common parts, which yes you can buy from your coin. I think I looked at to upgrade the weapon of that G4 miner. It was going to cost me about 140, I think, Latinum. And I thought, why am I going to waste that much? As you know, I got 200, but 200k, so, and it was going to cost me 140k, so I was going to use most of my Latinum sitting down. Why? And the only reason I'm upgrading the G4 miner anyway is just to win an event. That if an event comes up, I don't really upgrade it to get anywhere. Even though I started thinking upgrading it one more would be good, because it means I won't need to use Scotty anymore. Because to get him into deep space, or 120 range, I need to put Scotty on him to get him up there, and then I can move the whole base up there and I can take him off. Which then means I could have Scotty available to put on one of the other ships, or even put him on my jelly if I need to go and do a mission. So that'd be the only real reason. I'd love to get me jelly at least one more warp, so I don't have to put them on to get to some of my missions that I need to do. Because then you put Scotty on, you lose the firepower. And some of them are quite high in strength, and I need the extra firepower. So one of the things I've been winning is a lot of the rare ship parts, and I'm going, why? When I sat there going through our cars looking at what I needed to upgrade the ship, when do I start needing the rares? And it's like tier 11 or 10 or 11. I'm going, I'm only tier 7. Why am I worrying about rare parts right now? That's way off. But I'll need them one day, and they may not be available when I need them, so might as well hoard them now, and when I need them they'll be there. That's the only reason. But I could imagine getting any of my ships to tier 10 is a long way off. Oh, Chili's, I think it's tier 7, I think, if I remember rightly. So it's probably not so far off. But before I get that to that level, I'll probably start building. The big one is, you keep hearing, don't bother building the first G4 faction ships. Not the miner, the faction ship. The first fighting ship, we're going to call it. Because the cost involved for repairing it is supposed to be extremely high. Which, if you've noticed, I've said and repeatedly said that the cost of repairing a G4 miner is extremely high. So it doesn't surprise me that the fighting ships are going to be the same. Well, that'll do. Which way to go? Do I wait till I get to the second one? Which I'd have to work to get my Klingons back up there to be able to do it. But the cost involved to get that ship is pretty far off as well. And I haven't found anywhere where it drops those parts. And except if you went to Kronos. But when you can only kill, we'll say 6 ships every 3 or 4 hours, and you just seen that I went in there yesterday probably about 3 or 4 times, and killed about that many each time, I did not see one G4 ship that was Klingon based, and I was in there to try and get my faction up. So where are they dropping the parts for that? Because we know that I've done in deep space before. I haven't gone in every system. Maybe what I need to do is go and wipe every system. Kill at least about 100, not kill at least 100, get 100 chests in every system and see which system is giving you G4 mining ships, G4 ships, blueprints, because I haven't found a system that gives them, apart from their Sol system, the Romulus version, and the Kronos. But where they used to drop a fair bit of them, well, a fair bit in the sense you had to kill at least 50 to get one, now I can go and kill 100, 200, and you might get none, which we found. Why would anyone bother? Because the resources required to do it now is, and time, because they limit you to how many ships you can kill in there now by not spawning enough ships in there. And now that there's at least 3 or 4 players on my server, I'm pretty sure in there killing them now, that it's making it harder to find the ships to kill. So it makes it harder to do the event, all because Scopely changed. But yeah. Okay, he's dead. You probably just got to see how much it costs to repair it these days. I should have taken a snapshot of that, shouldn't I? Because I've upgraded a fair bit, and you can see that it's going to take, 16 hours and 17 minutes to repair. That's what Magellan's costing me at the moment. I'm low on speed ups at the moment, so I've got to let me faction help me a little bit. Haven't been able to do much at the moment because I was working on my feds. I haven't been able to open a lot of these up and get a lot of speed ups because I was busy working on my feds. But now that I've got them all locked, I should be able to get a lot of speed ups because I'll be able to open them, do them all every day. So, okay guys, now that I have tri-faction, let's have a look at what my dailies are going to be. Now I know for a start, my biggest problem is going to be the attacking ship ones, other alliances, because it normally takes a couple of hours before I get them. Not quite sure why, but okay. So I'll probably have to come back in a couple of hours and show you what the strengths of the ships are going to be. Okay, so standard friendship help. What have we got here? Mining. Well, that's to do with my exercise, my level. Okay, so here we go. Romulans are going to kill 39s. Federation, they're 39s as well. And now that Klingons ain't all the way up, it's back to 45s. So we've got swarms to do. Mining for feds is gas mining up to 25,000. So we'll just tag on those. What I really am after at the moment is speed ups. I'm doing all this attacking of the feds. The one thing it cost me was speed ups because I couldn't use the Bromlins or the Klingons to get my daily speed ups. So a bit stuck on what to do next, but we'll definitely go and do some more fed stuff. So what are we going to kill? 25 of it, or either of the others? Shouldn't matter. But it's only level 40s, it's easy. Yeah, so it's just... It will be easily to do me dailies, it'll be easy now. It's just a matter of what do I prioritise? Do I want to now go Klingon, Romulan or Feds? Now obviously my Klingons are really high, but at the moment I got all the way there and it just made it quite hard to do my dailies, in the sense that you had to find 45 ships, which means you have to do them in deep space, which I suppose I could do that. I'm not convinced that... I sort of want to maybe try and get the Enterprise, or do I not worry about it? I've always wanted it in one sense, but then I was such a rush to get to level 40, to deep space, that I skipped it. And I'm thinking now I might go back and get it, just for as a skin more than... Well, I probably wouldn't tier it all the way up, just so I can say, oh, I've got an Enterprise. Okay. But I want to try and get it free. So, yeah. Okay. But one of the things I'm working on at the moment is all my Federation research. Now I had done a lot, because I had my research, my feds all the way up to 10 before it they got rid of lock, and so it all went skyrocketing down, because at the time they got rid of the lock, it was at the same time I was pushing for deep space, and I was doing deep space missions, which every time I did the Klingon ones, it killed the crap out of my factions for the other two, and especially the Federation one. I must have been doing a lot of Klingon and Romulan missions up there. Well, the fact I know I've still got a few feds to do, which I'm going to start doing. So probably may stick to my feds at the moment, because I've got a lot of missions I need to do for feds, and see how it comes up. What else have we got here? So what it is, I'll need to do that, but it's all these, as you can see, I've only got feds up to 5, 3 and 0 on that one. Again, 22 or 21.4 million in research to do that. And that's got G4 in it. That'd be why that wasn't done, because I'd say I didn't have G4 back then. So this is what going to cost me. Oh, that'd be easy to do. But what I'm thinking, instead of concentrating on the weapons first, bring down the cost of building and upgrading the ships first. So cost effective for a Federation ship repair. Repair speed for Federation. So they're going to be quite easy. But this one's improve the cost effective. Now that one would be a good one to have before I start building any more Fed ships. So the Enterprise or that. I want to try and get this row here up. What was these ones? These ones are prove the points if you're using a Fed ship. The only Fed ship I've got... Oh no, I've got the Sally and I've got the Miner. So every time I use a Sally, it would help me get more Fed faction. Improve the cost effective of gas. But it's only on Federation ships. It's a shame that it doesn't work on all ships, because then you'd push to maximal. Because back when I was Klingon only, I really, well, as you can see, I got up to 6. But I don't know why I never really pushed it any higher. But it was the gas I was running out of anyway. That's one of the reasons another one of the reasons why I also pushed to get the feds up, because my gas was getting low and I need to go mine gas. So I need to get my feds friendly, so I could go into Federation Federation and mine a lot of G4 gas, which I'll be able to do now, which is probably what I'll do most nights before I go to bed. I haven't spent much time in deep space lately because of the fact that we're busy doing all these new events, like the Borg event, and now this new event, which I can't quite augment event. Meant I've had to spend a lot of time down in normal space. I haven't really had the time to send all 4 ships, or even some at night 5 ships mining, because I've been busy doing up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, completing the missions, and then go to bed and then come up, and all you're doing is more missions and more events. So yes, it's good that we've got all these new events, but sometimes you need to mine to be able to upgrade your ships. And when you're a deep space miner, you, depending on how many, you can't move the bases around that much. If you've got some of your miners up in deep space and some of your miners in normal space and your battleships in normal space, it makes it a bit hard to be able to move your base around. So yeah. Anyway, so does increase the mining rate, of course. So these actually just increase, it doesn't matter what faction you are, so those ones you would increase anyway. But it wouldn't let me do it because I wasn't Federation friendly, so I couldn't increase that one. And that one was locked because ROMs is locked at that much. So I'm going to have to get my ROMs up as well, so I can increase the mining rate of ore as well. I probably should have also done that. But yeah, the lithium's getting a bit rare these days. Okay. So I might make that do for today. There's nothing else to show you. I thought I'd have to come back in 2 hours to show you what the ship kill was, but it was in there. They've either fixed it or just now they've got them all locked. It reset something. Yeah. As you can see, I'm down here getting more gas wherever I can at the moment. But I don't think I need normal gas as much as I should be alright with normal gas. Well, let's have a look. Go. No, wrong one. This is what I wanted. Well, as you can see, I've been refining it, so it should be alright. But, oh, okay, after yesterday I could do, because I did a little bit yesterday. So, I barely had to open those up, so it was quite handy. Now, when it comes to refining these, where are we up to? I need to go and kill some 45. That's what we'll do right now. I'll go and kill some 45 ships, so I can do the battleship and the interceptors. Because I'd do at least 6 of those. And because it's come up early today, I can do it early. I don't have to wait another 2 or 3 hours. So I'll get into it and I'll start editing this video. Okay, well, busy copying the files across to my computer so I could edit. It happened again. Basically, as you can see, I cannot lock onto. Okay, now it's going to let me. Will it? No, it's not. This is the second time I've rebooted. So it is now nearly just about to turn 3 and I can't play the game. You're kidding me, Scopely. This is the 4th day in a row. I'll try reboot. We'll reboot by doing it. See if I can kill more than 3 ships this time. Probably run out of ships to kill in the sense that. So it still hadn't even left where I asked it to go. There was one in here before we left, before it crashed. Someone else must have come in and taken it out. There's one. There's another one. There's 3. Can we get to those 3 before it crashes? How many have I killed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can kill the 9 feds. It's a little bit easier now to kill these because I've fed locked. I don't have a ship chasing me around the place. So yeah. Before I'm normally dodging the enemy fire, enemy chase. Okay, so that's one. The other one wasn't far from it. Here's one. And I can't even lock onto that one. Give me a break. Try rebooting again. Doesn't seem to matter how I reboot, it still seems to have the same issue. Yet my nephew's one is running perfectly fine, so it's not my internet. Now, yesterday I got hours and hours of recording of this happening. It's not a one-off thing. To the point that yesterday I actually gave up and started playing a different game. So Scopely, if you don't fix it, what's going to happen, I'm going to get hooked on that game and not be playing this game. So it's up to you guys. Sooner or later I'll get sick of trying to play this game and start playing another one. Well, not playing this game, I'll get sick of not being able to play the game. Okay, can I get this one this time? So she's fully. This will make it 9 in the system in the one run. Not counting the fact I had to reboot the game 3 times to be able to do it. Okay, I died. Okay, I don't know why that happened. Wait a minute, how many did I kill? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I've been able to kill 9. Have I actually maybe changed my crew for some of that and never put the right crew back on? Or did I hit, that ship I hit was the wrong ship, was it? No, it all says right thing. None of them say heavy. That's weird. Sometimes it does that. Okay, we'll make that do. Because otherwise I'll be here hours trying to capture it. But as you've seen, to kill, was it 8 ships, well, 9 battles, it took 3 reboots in a 15-minute window. So yeah, tell me there's no issues. Okay, we'll catch up with you tomorrow, if not earlier. Bye. Thank you for watching. This was Starquip from Server 191. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification,